Now it looks like Meghan Markle is in turmoil, but is this turmoil all her own doing? Simply because, of course, she wants to remain, in her words, at the top. Breathtakingly beautiful, heart-stoppingly beautiful. She wants to make sure that she's still up there on the digital platforms and newspapers, but this time around with a lot of positive publicity. But she hadn't banked, as ever, on this. As ever, let me explain. To see you. You're all right. Not bad, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Nice to have your company. Glad you enjoyed the video, by the way, about the book club and people who have had other careers in the British monarchy. It is interesting to note, isn't it? Because obviously other people did want to try other avenues, but different times and different rules, that sort of stuff. Of course, if you are a member of the British monarchy, it is instilled into you from a very early age that this is the deal, this is what you will be, your destiny, as we can see now very much so with His Royal Highness, of course, Prince George. I mean, clearly you wonder how much he knows at that age, but then he's already been to a coronation and a platinum jubilee, so perhaps he's more well versed than many that went before him. Interesting to note on this particular story, though, is all about power, greed, wealth, and really making sure you're the teacher's pet. You see, if you think about it, just over a year and a bit ago now, Meghan Markle very much trumpeted the fact that she'd been signed by one of the biggest agencies in the world, the William Morris Endeavour Agency, and this was going to do wonders for her career. They had the biggest stars on their roster. Everybody that you could imagine was signed to them, and this works very well because if you are signed to a big agency like that, what they do is they barter with that agency, the television company or the film company. You take that person, we'll give you this, and the deals are all done. Meghan foresaw her future down that particular road. Of course, a year and a bit down the line, things aren't exactly going to plan, as she spectacularly got dumped by Spotify and ridiculed by the CEO and bosses about being grifters and all that sort of stuff. William Morris tried their very best to make sure they could get her on side with something new. They really did try. But so far, seemingly, the only thing they've come up with is those eco bands that she was pictured mincing around with, about stress patches and all that sort of stuff. And then, of course, the big announcement with Lemonade, a company nobody had ever heard of, but seemingly who were willing to take Meghan for a sort of 70-30 percentage deal on any sales. So, you get the picture there. A couple of months back now, Meghan and Harry decided to announce the fact that they got a brand new PR team. Now, let me just work this out for you, because you see, the agency is not the PR team, but they have to work hand in hand to make sure that they get the best deals. Now, the PR team were really instructed to make sure that the visit to Nigeria, the one where Meghan's 43% Nigerian, all went off rather smoothly. But this has created a problem. That's right, the letter that Meghan amazingly just let get leaked to the media. She's not suing them, of course. Well, she tried to sue her father via the Mail on Sunday. Oh no, happy with this because it's positive, you see. It's gushing about Meghan. Now, her team were very thrilled about this, pushed it forward, the two new PR people. But of course, apparently, according to a very well-placed source, and as ever allegedly, William Morris were not. They think this is a tit for tat, doesn't work particularly well, doesn't exactly go in the remit. You don't need to justify certain things, endeavours back and forth. You see how this works. But now you've got a problem because Meghan has to decide who's she going to stick with. Does she stick with the team that she believes now can reposition her in the wider stage, if you like, of publicity, getting all the coverage that she thinks she should richly deserve to be getting on a positive level? Or indeed, should it be really with the biggest agency in the world? Now, most of the agencies, as I say, don't work particularly well with publicity. It's just the way they go. But for Meghan and Harry, they truly do need somebody to redefine their publicity. And Meghan believes for now that these two people are sort of pivotal to repositioning her public image. She's thrilled with the fact that this letter's now been put out and it rectifies all the negativity about the First Lady claiming, of course, she was unsuitably dressed while popping over to Nigeria. They think it's a score, and right now it's a battle between the new PRs and the old established, very much liked William Morris Endeavour Agency. Who's going to win? As ever, only Meghan can decide, but will she make the right decision? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.